Eu quero sentar aqui, tudo bom?
Ok.
Em frente. Perto de você.
Sim, aqui.
Qual o seu nome?
Ailton.
Prazer conhecer você. So good morning. So we followed this taxi driver. I like these big taxis, and Senor Ailton is going to take us around. So, Sr. Ailton, eu quero city tour. Tour da cidade com você.
Sim, sim.
Você nasceu daqui?
Sim.
So você conhece cada ponta turístico?
Sim.
Para 2 horas eu quero com você. Quanto custa para
Mais ou menos 2 horas.
Mais ou menos, sim. Talvez
Vai dar uma
menos.
média de uns 250, mais ou menos.
Ok. Elci?
Ok?
Tudo bom? Tudo bom.
Tranquilo?
Tudo tranquilo.
É mais ou menos 2 horas, aí mostrando
Isso.
o ponto turístico, a cidade,
Isso. Só isso.
a orla e tudo mais.
Tudo
Então,
bom.
vamos lá.
Tudo bom. Continua.
Eu começo aí lá no centro, na cidade alta, onde tem uns prédios mais antigos. Aqui os mais, eles formam as cancelas em lojazinhas essas lojas de
So he's saying that 70% of the economy here is based on tourism. The other 30% is, workers, government workers, etc. But tourism plays the biggest part here in Natal.
é sobre agropecuária, porque nós transportamos tudo para como melão, é daqui para transportar para outros países.
Yeah, he's saying everything has a defect, and yes, here there is crime, of course, but it's generally speaking a calmer city to live in. See, so because it's a much smaller city than Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro and Salvador, etc., things are, relatively speaking, calmer. In those mega cities, things are obviously much more at a higher level in terms of crime and violence and stuff like that. So this is a Catholic church.
Essa é a igreja Padre Maria. Puseram catedral nela, mas não botaram o nome de outro santo nela não. Botaram só catedral. E essa baixinha, essa baixa aí, quando sobe, aí é alto. Botaram alto.
Joyas y lo mineral. Solo quieren oro negro, joyas y lo mineral. Saqueará todo el campo, solo por
nós vamos parar aqui.
Sacará todo el campo, solo por mineral. Esta tierra no es mía, solo soy el que la cuida. Esta tierra no es mía, solo soy el que la cuida. La defiendo con amor y si pide con mi vida. Pies firmes en la tierra, pies firmes de verdad, pies firmes en la tierra, pies firmes de verdad.
So the place that we've parked our car, where we picked up the taxi driver here, he's saying that's actually a pretty nice neighborhood, and you can rent a house for about 2,000 to 3,000 reais every month. You divide that by 5, you're getting an idea of how much it would be in US dollars. So now we're coming up to the city hall. As you can see, all these antique buildings that are here from the times of the Portuguese. That pink one right there, and we're going to pass in front of the city hall. I believe it's like a blue color building. And this is the Prefeitura, which is the city hall of Natal. Now you've got a more modern version right there too, but this is the antique version. So I'm glad to see that they are preserving some of the older buildings instead of destroying them and replacing them with modern ones. So this is the old bus station. It's no longer in use as a bus station. It's being used for shops who, sell cell phones and copy machines, homeless people sleeping. So this is the train station of Natal, and it still works. They have a train service. I'm not sure where it goes, but they have a train system here, which is nice to see. But these are trains, urban trains, Elci, so it's probably like the metro or something like that. É tipo de metro?
Sim, como metrô.
É metro, okay. All right. Tudo bom. So there, the Repubblica, that used to be the newspaper, which obviously now, because everybody is using social media, the paper has shut down. And the building too, it's not being used for anything else, according to him. I do see some people up there, but that used to be the newspaper here in Natal. Pergunta para você, agora é 33 graus.
Sim.
Dezembro, janeiro é 40?
Geralmente é essa faixa, 33 a 40 graus. Aqui em Natal, o mínimo é 24 graus.
Ok. E máximo?
O máximo 40.
40,
e o
okay.
mínimo 24. O nosso frio é 24 graus.
Oh, realmente, ok. Que legal.
O nosso frio.
Aqui chuva muito?
Muito pouco.
Muito pouco?
Muito pouco.
Pouco. Opa, bom dia. So this used to be the prison beforehand, and they've now converted it into Centro de Artesenatos. Sì, è un ponto storico.
Ponto histórico.
Sì, claro.
Então vamos subir aqui, eu desço lá no Forte Reis Magos e na volta a gente... Essa imagem aqui em cima é muito bonita. O farol do Manguiz ali. A gente pode ir lá também. Pode até logo ir lá e depois...
Passing through the eastern zone, which is the Zona Leste of Natal, and there are lots of beautiful high-rise buildings facing the ocean. So we're on the eastern side of Natal. It's called Zona Leste, and this place is really nice. You've got amazing buildings overlooking the green ocean, beautiful beaches. This area is very well organized and modern. Would be a great place to rent a place should we decide to come and live in Natal.
Daí, só de motorhome.
I've got to say, I'm really liking Natal because yesterday was raining. I couldn't get a full view of it, but today in the taxi, on a nice, brilliant blue sky day with 32 degrees weather, I'm really liking some of these neighborhoods of Natal. Nice and clean, very well organized. And this is not the tourist season. If you come here in the tourist season, I'm sure this place is chock-a-block full. I'm liking Natal. It's got a good mall. We had some amazing food yesterday. We've got amazing beaches. The color of the water is green. Zona Leste is very well organized. I don't know. And here, though, look at the weather. It's 33 degrees. And he was telling us that the coldest it gets here is 24, and the hottest it gets is 40. I'm liking it. So we're now walking to what is perhaps one of the most famous landmarks in Natal, because it's the historic fort that I guess the Portuguese were using to defend this area from the Dutch, because both the Dutch and the Portuguese have laid claim to this area if you go back to the history of this part of Brazil. But it was the Portuguese that won out, because otherwise everybody here would be speaking Dutch. Right, Elci? Is your preference to be speaking Dutch or Portuguese? Hoe gaat het met jou? This is Dutch, by the way. Hoe gaat het met jou? Oh, look at that beautiful bridge. You smell that sea salt?
Yeah.
Okay, obrigado. Okay, Elvin. I'm liking Natal, Elci. I kind of had a feeling we would. direct flights to Europe. Kind of the northernmost city in Brazil. Great weather, beautiful beaches, history like this fort, great neighborhoods, lots of Europeans living here, beautiful mall, great restaurants. What did I forget, Elci? Beautiful ladies, beautiful bridges. Okay. Obrigado. So it's only 10 reais, so it's worth it. Let's go in. Yeah, hey, buddy. Olá, bom dia. So how much is it for the idoso?
Half is 5.
The advantages of being an idoso, an elderly person. So I get to pay half, which is 5 reais. Elci's still got to pay 10 because she's not quite there yet. And you've got like a school, perhaps. How are you? Did you go inside? Did you like it?
I am speaking English.
You speak English?
I am speaking.
You are speaking English. You speak very good English.
Good morning.
What's your name?
My name is Ailton.
So these guys, nice, friendly people. So we might better take another cup of picture. Ah, sim, sim. Por favor, tira vídeo para nós também. Isso. You know, I have a very good vibe about Natal, especially after today's taxi tour. And I'm all about vibes. You know, if the vibe is positive, good, refreshing, people are happy, healthy, smiling, willing to help, good restaurants, all that, good vibe. Hopefully you watching this feel the same way as well.
Did you show that little bridge we came from and has a canal underneath?
This one?